Hey guys, Kataman here with another video back on the Vanguard SMP. For what is, sadly, the last time, perhaps even ever. That's right, Season 1 is drawing to a close, and with it goes the Vanguard SMP itself. It all started here, with the very first episode, with Turnip, who would continue to play with me for most of the SMP. And Mystify, who joined for literally this first video. And what you're seeing here is pretty much where I am at the moment. Just completely different. So we're here now. As you can see, you've got the mob spawner. You've got my island base up there. But other than that, you know, it still looks pretty similar off in this direction. The tree that was here is gone. A couple of bits have changed. And of course you can just about see the village up there. Now, oh yeah, I brought in a boat as well with the chest, because why not? Now, the first sort of thing that we ended up doing was not that. It was actually work on our first little base. Which was just a few blocks actually away from the island. The farm's gone. A few more trees are here. In fact, I completely lost where the entrance is, because it's just so well built in. And here it is at the moment. It's a bit of a sorry state. There's not that much. There's a mine I kept dying in, but this was not only our first base, but also the original nether portal room. So here is a quite laggy clip from the first video. You've got the little farm there. You've got the crafting table roof, which I believe I'd stolen from either Turnip or Mystify. You've got the bell. You've got the double door system, and you've got a very much more sort of busy chock-a-block room, with everything sort of in a very small area. So the next thing we started working on was our base here. Now, this really is it finished, complete. You have the farm island, you have the enchantment island, you got the nether portal island, the most recent part. You got the doorbell, which they brilliantly introduced classified X. And of course you've got the actual interior, which has not changed massively. You've still got all the furnaces. You have where the sort of stuff was once kept, valuables. You've got all the tools and chests from the first episode. We've got the newly added map. You've got a load of the equipment. And of course you've got the a triple bed and the other bell. This was honestly the subject of one of the longer sort of projects we did. It was probably biggest, if not equal, with the village project. And honestly, I have to admit, it is one of the best builds I have ever undertaken. I mean, if you compare this with Season 0.5, and that awful two-story thing that we'd made, this is absolutely brilliant. And honestly, it took a while, I'll admit, but it didn't take quite as long as I thought. You had the many lessons, Jesus, many episodes waiting for the grass to grow up that awful not pyramid, steps to try and get it to grow, and then we eventually found a grass block. Around our base we have the charcoal machine. That I built off camera. You've got a few other things that I'm not sure I actually showed on camera. I know I showed this. This is our snow factory with one of the snow golems. We don't let him out, which is why I just shut the door. And over here we have a potato farm that's actually started working. Holy moly, I did not expect that in the slightest. I don't think I can actually click on that, which is a shame. But yeah, we've actually got potatoes in here. So that's actually working, but there's just a little farm in there with the potatoes. And we've got the canal, the highly advanced canal. That's brilliant. You've got the subject of an entire video, this utter monstrosity. Sorry, I'm trying to row without looking. Monstrosity. That is the mob spawner that doesn't work. Yeah, this was a much later video. It got 3 zombies and a witch. But as we sort of go through sort of a mix of modern and old, here's something that's never been shown, I believe, on my channel, which is Classified's base itself. He didn't really play that long, and I've completely forgotten the way you get up here. So we're here now, and this is the base. One of the old charcoal corner adverts. You got random button. You've got everything he earned, which, you know, in fairness, he had a bit. These bits I gave him. I think he's broken my boots. He's got furnished with charcoal, and you've got his base that will never be finished in the YouTube series. We are planning to play this just sort of like as friends. I did not mean to press that. Later. Oh, it's you. Very nice. After that not murder, it brings us on to the second biggest building project. A lot of it was off camera. I'm really tired, so I'm just stumbling my words a lot. The village. Home of Turnip, and honestly I think 4 or 5 different videos we spent on this. I spent quite a bit of time off camera building the wall, which really I should have shown on camera, using the power of hindsight to deduce that, but yeah, it's defended. We have our friend Humphrey. That, by the way, is a ravine I kept falling into, or nearly falling into, whilst unsuccessfully navigating this hill that I'm doing now. Just holding your spacebar and moving your mouse usually works. I don't know why it's not working here. But yeah, this hill, I found some iron in it. The village was one of the things that Turnip and Mystify got to right at the very beginning. You've got perilous walkway in. You can hear a lot of noise. You've got the job centre for jobs, that was quite a simple build. It was just retrofitting the church. And you can see here the massive villagers in the village. You can see the buildings, completely inadequate. So you've got the spare beds down there. You have the sheep pen, my sheep pen, and the iron, has an iron golem caught in it. And what we have just there is Humphrey, and what we have here is my sort of headquarters for my businesses. But first we'll just have a quick hello and quick farewell to Humphrey. Your guys are really not helping this really emotional mood. Thank you. He lost his head, or his pumpkin, a while ago, so you've now got his face. He was the village protector, along with the countless iron golems that have spawned over time. The beds just look like this, with just packs where you could. And here you have the first shop. This was where the blacksmith once was. And this is where you have the farm shop, which has not really done well on those 2 stacks of seeds that somebody bought at one point. Next, me and Classified worked together to build this charcoal corner and copywriting. This was slightly more successful. Had a couple of sales, have just a couple of random things. It's a very nice little building, I must say. And then you have my village house, which I spent a while building. Originally I was going to have some sort of shop down here, but that never came to fruition. Just got a couple of random bits I've left over. And my bed, which looking at the sky and this clock, will quickly use. Yeah, so I've just looked at the video playlist, and it was 4 videos we've spent working here. But it was a good place. And this honestly is a very nice sort of, it's more 2012 build, but it fits in beautifully with the aesthetic of the village. And you've got the big smooth stone G, the G logo. And then over here, there's something that appeared very early on. Not that, that's the villager breeder. That was here relatively early. Appears somebody's caught a cat in a boat. And this is Turnip's base. Now, he has a mine. I stripped out this room. I think I was just using it for mining. And I did have a plan at one point for putting something there. But honestly, I cannot remember what. But this is Turnip's base. This was the post which once had a advert for Charcoal Corner on. He had a bit more than classified. He has all this. I had more diamonds, though we did have a few more sort of valuable items. But you can sort of see what he ended up with. And this is his little farm, his tree farm. The mine we found all the diamonds in. Sugarcane farm, his farm, and this is his never to be completed base. I had my floating island. This was Turnip's base. You've got that where he would transport villagers into his farms. This was also a scene where countless deaths occurred when it was a ravine, because I kept falling into it. But you've got his tree farm. He had a little sheep farm. He's got quite a nice farm here. Furnaces. He had a pet parrot. He appears to have actually quite a few more bits here as well, which is quite nice. He had some magenta glazed terracotta, which is quite a unique thing. He's got a couple of things on his banners, deep slates, which he was using to build, a couple of diamond tools. He had a couple of undergroundy bits as well. You've got here with emerald, you have, I think these are all meant to be farms, but they never completed. That's where he got some of his villagers, that's some emeralds. Actually, seeing as it's the last video, I don't think I actually got the, thank you. Might as well nick that. I should actually explain as well that the reason that the SMP is folding is because Turnip's quitting YouTube, and Classified just hasn't been uploading or joining, so there's just not enough people to make this sort of a viable YouTube series. But this is basically everything that we did. We have gone into the Nether. We have died in the Nether. I'm not going to the Nether in the farewell video. There will, of course, be a little montage I'm going to put together. It'll come out at some point of all the best and worst bits from the season. Actually, from both seasons. But yeah, it's been a great few months. Not quite a year. Of the Vanguard SMP. But I think we're going to sign off in the place that it all began, we're here. It's what is as close to the actual spawn point as I can get. We are signing off from the Vanguard SMP for the last time ever. It's been great fun to have the series. Thank you to everybody who's watched and continued watching the series since it began. Thank you to Turnip, Mystify and Classified X for some great videos. And goodbye to the Vanguard SMP. And until next time, it's goodbye from me. Farewell.